Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer was specifically looking for a quiet, portable power station to serve as a backup for a medical breathing device, and this unit seemed to fit the bill. Their initial test involved powering the CPAP machine through the power station's USB-C port with a DC converter. Over a 4.5-hour period with the humidifier and heated tube running, the battery level dropped by about 27%. This consistent draw was what our reviewer expected, and it suggested that a 50% charge would be more than enough to last a full 8 hours, providing peace of mind for an entire night. For comparison, this client also tried using the device's standard AC outlet with the CPAP's original power adapter. Surprisingly, the power consumption was only slightly higher, using about 36% of the battery over 5.5 hours under the same conditions. However, this method proved to be unreliable. The biggest issue and a complete deal-breaker for this use case was that the power cut out in the middle of the night, waking our reviewer up. This was a critical failure as the adapter itself had never failed before, pointing to an issue with the power station's AC inverter. Due to that unexpected shutdown, the reviewer has decided to exclusively use the USB-C power delivery option for their backup needs. While the efficiency wasn't drastically different between the two methods, the reliability of the DC connection was the deciding factor. For long-term storage, they plan to keep the unit charged to around 65%, as constant use in its pass-through charging mode is not recommended for this type of medical equipment.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer had been eyeing these portable power stations for a while, but the larger, heavier models were just too much. This power station, however, seemed like a good fit, especially after finding it on sale. They even sprang for the bundle with the charging cords for car outlets, thinking it would be useful for charging on the go. Our reviewer put this device through its paces, testing it with a vacuum cleaner, deep fryer, hot water pot, and even a front-loading washing machine. A quick wash cycle only used about a quarter of the battery. While they don't plan on regularly using it for laundry, they were impressed. The 2200W outlet means you can power almost any standard household appliance, excluding a full-size stove. It's important to remember that while it can handle devices up to 2200W with a 2600W surge, it only stores 1000 watts. So running a 1000 watts microwave continuously would last about an hour. This client also highlighted another potential use case, pressure washing far from the house. Instead of lugging around a gas-powered generator, they can just plug the power washer into this device. It also has connections for solar panels and 2 high-power USB-C outlets perfect for charging laptops. While you can't power an entire house or run a fridge for days with this thing, it's incredibly convenient to have quiet, portable power for things like blenders, electric heaters, projectors at campsites, or induction cooktops. You might not be able to run them all simultaneously, but our reviewer is thrilled with this purchase, especially at the sale price. They might even invest in a larger one in the future, but for now, this meets their needs perfectly.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer gives this portable power station 5 stars for its possibilities, but with a hefty dose of caution. There are a few potential gotchas to be aware of. Firstly, if the unit is faulty, you'll see the output drain rapidly and the whole thing shut down unexpectedly. In that case, a return or repair is the best course of action. More importantly, pay close attention to the startup procedure. This client almost made a big mistake. The AC button has a hidden function. A single press activates eco mode, which causes the unit to automatically shut off. To get continuous power, you need to press the AC button a second time. The indicator light will pulse green in eco mode and remain solid when it's set to continuous. This continuous AC mode is essential for updates and ensuring the unit charges to 100%. A reviewer also notes that this power station's real-time watt-hour display tends to underestimate the actual capacity. However, it can deliver a surprisingly high wattage output. There's even an option to add an extra battery for increased watt hours and wattage. This client was hoping to use this device with high power consumption tools. This client warns against updating the software if you're primarily using this as a power station. The updates are geared towards drone use and could potentially brick the device, rendering it unable to charge. This client's own unit unfortunately suffered this very fate after a software update, leaving it completely unusable. So while the hardware itself is capable, it's best to steer clear of the software altogether.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.